everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back and watching me. For today's video, I will be doing a full face / mini review of the brand Ilia. Ilia is a clean beauty brand. They recently just relaunched, or no, I'm sorry, they revamped their the way that their products look. They have also recently come out with this product over here, so we'll be talking a little bit about what I feel about their new product launch, their other products that they have in their line, as well as just a little mini tutorial on how I got this really easy makeup look. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. Okay, I'm so happy to finally be doing this video. So I already prepped the skin. I'm not going to use a primer. I did try Ilia's primer, the True Radiant Serum Primer. I didn't really like it, to be honest. I found it to be kind of drying on my skin. I am going to go first with the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint, which looks like so. I really do love this product. Okay, so I'm going to shake it first. I wear the shade ST10 Porto Ferro. And what I'm going to do, I'm sure you guys have seen how the product is already. It is a little dropper, which I personally really like that. I'm just going to put it directly on my skin. I picked at this pimple. You know, I'm not supposed to be doing that. I'm just going to massage it. So this skin tint does have SPF 40 in it. And you cannot smell the sunscreen in it. And it also doesn't leave a white cast. And the way that this serum feels, it's kind of between it's like a thick serum. It definitely feels a little thicker to me personally compared to the Kosas Tinted Skin Oil, which does not have SPF. So I just like to press it in. When I have worn it alone, what I really love about it is it does even out the skin tone for me. Let's not focus on the blemishes. It does not claim to be something that is full coverage or covers up blemishes, but it is something that just evens out the skin tone. It gives you a really nice glow. It's easy to work with. I also have used it with a beauty blender and I really like it. I feel like I get a little bit more of a light to light medium coverage, if you will, with a beauty blender. It does contain squalane in it and hyaluronic acid, two things that are very hydrating for the skin. I am a normal to dry skin type, so I do find this to be very hydrating, so I love this. The next product I'm going to go in with is the True Skin Serum Foundation, and for this one, this I definitely will aim more for coverage. This is, if I can rate this foundation, probably would rate it 10 being the best, like a 7. I really like it, but I feel like the shade range, which we will get into a little later, is not the best. So I feel like this isn't the best shade matching for me, but I make it work. So as always, you want to shake it. I am in the shade Catalina. When I asked Ilia what shade I would be in the Super Serum Skin Tint if I were Catalina in this one, that's when they referred me to get Porto Ferro. So, alright, also comes with a pump. I like to just put a little bit in the back of my hand. It's a little watery. I would say that this is a medium coverage foundation. Yeah. So it blends very nicely. This right here is like, again, I just touched it, so I think that's why it's being a little more stubborn when it comes to the coverage. And I do very light bounce, nothing too harsh. That way you can really get the coverage. Personally, I find it to be like that. Okay, so that's one layer. I'm gonna go in with one more just on the blemishes, and then if I need to cover it up a little bit, I like to go in with the Ilia Beauty concealer. If we don't focus on these ugly blemishes, you can see how glowy this foundation is, and it does have very nice coverage. For concealer, I'm gonna go in with the Kosas Cosmetics Revealer Concealer in the shade 6. I have tried the Ilia concealer and I personally did not like it. The formula was actually very nice. It was very creamy. Before putting it on my face, consistency is something I feel would be perfect for my dark circles and what I'm looking for. But when it came to blending it out, it was awful, very patchy. It just didn't go well for me. I tried it with my fingers, I tried it with a beauty blender, I tried it with a brush, and it was just patchy. It did not set nicely. To cover up these blemishes, I do love to always go in with the Ilia Beauty Be Radiant concealer. This one. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eyes for my eyelids so that we can prepare for their eyeshadow palette. So I'm just gonna do that very quickly. So before I finish up the rest of my face, I'm gonna go in with their Necessary eyeshadow palette in the shade Warm Nude. This is their new packaging as well, which I personally really like. So pretty, and this is just like a really great everyday eyeshadow palette. What I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush and just go into this shade, which is Grace, and just put it on my crease. This is a very nice transition shade. It doesn't really appear much on my skin tone because I feel like it is pretty much my skin color, but I just want to set the crease. Now I'm going to go into the shade Unite, which is this shade right here. I'm going to do it with the same brush. This one is the Morphe M514. I don't really support Morphe anymore, but I got this brush a long time ago, so it's a good brush. So one thing I really loved about this eyeshadow palette is it is a very buildable formula and it's very blendable. It doesn't have much fallout. Has a little bit, which is normal, but it doesn't flake. I forgot the proper term for that. So now I'm going to go into the shade Lineup, which is right over here. Same brush. And I'm going to just put it on the this little corner here. Just gonna tap, and then work towards the inside. Can you see? And I like to look down, that way I can really get into this little crease area, compared to if I was doing it like that, it would be really hard to really get the color in that crease. This is a very nice shade. So now that we have that set there, I'm gonna use a more flat fluffy brush. This one is by Sigma E25, and I'm gonna go into this shade here, 1979. Just gonna pick some up and put it on the, what's this called? The blank space on my lid. Their shimmers are to die for. They have such great color payoff and it's not messy, which I love. You don't even need to wet your brush to really get that payoff. I'm gonna do my lower lash line after I set my face, after all the cream products. We're not done with this palette yet, but I really love it. Another product that Ilia has, let me grab it. Low-key, I should have just mixed with my foundation because I'm not a fan of it alone, is the Ilia Liquid Light Illuminators Serum Highlighter. Not my favorite product. It's a liquid highlight. It does not work well on top of makeup. I have tried it with a beauty blender with my finger. I haven't tried it with a brush. I feel like if I did it with a brush, it would be really messy. But this product on top of makeup is very patchy. So I'm not going to use it today because I really like my makeup and how it turned out. But I will say that this does look great mixed in with foundation, which is what I should have done, but I forgot. This together mixed is gorgeous. I'm going to actually see, I just got this idea, to use the shade Cocoon, which is this right here, as a highlight. Wish me luck. And for that, I'm going to use a smaller highlighting brush. This is also by Sigma. This is the F03. And let's see. don't see nothing. There it is. There it is. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera. This is a nice shade, and it's not too light for my type of skin tone. And then I'm gonna just go in with a beauty blender with the excess foundation that's still on there a little bit. Just gonna blend out the edges. For bronzer, because I do love bronzer, I'm gonna use my Milk Makeup bronzer. I don't think Ilia has a bronzer. I hope they come out with one soon because that would be really nice. The next Ilia product I'm going to go into is the Ilia Multi-Stick. This is their old packaging. I don't have their new packaging, but their new packaging looks very much like this, like more neutral, more modern. Okay, so I'm going to go in with their Multi-Stick. This is in the shade I Put a Spell on You, which is a gorgeous peachy pink. But what I love about these multi-sticks is how buildable they are. And again, I don't really like when things are too pigmented because then it's really, really hard for me to work with it. And I'm going to use my little fluffy brush. I love this brush for cream blushes. This is by Real Techniques. It is the contour brush. It came in a set, so I don't know if they sell it individually. Very nice wash of color. Like I said, it is buildable. Yeah. Okay. Next up, I'm going to set the skin a little bit. For that, I'm going to use the Ilia Fade Into You Soft Focus Finishing Powder. This is by far one of my favorite, if not my only favorite, Clean Beauty setting powder. I feel like this is also a very buildable powder. Buildable, I mean like you can kind of control how matte you want it to be on your skin. Okay, so now I'm going to go back into the palette and I'm going to go back into Unite, which is this, and go back into that first Morphe brush that I was using and lightly dust it under the lower lash line. Okay, now I'm going to go back into Line Up. Same brush and put it right in the middle. Okay, so now I'm gonna do mascara. For mascara, I'm going to go into the Limitless Lash Mascara by Ilia. This has been a freaking life changer for me, you guys. Like, I was on the hunt for a great Clean Beauty mascara. And I was like, I'll try the Ilia because I've seen a lot of people raving about it. But I had very low hopes. I was like, nah, because I just require a lot. Like, I don't have really long eyelashes and they're not very thick either. So I was like, you know, if, by the way, let me actually just show you the wand. This is the wand. I typically don't go for wands like this, for more fluffier, thicker ones, but this one, you shall see. Work with me. So that's just one layer. I love it. Really, really elongates my lashes. So they look longer, they look feathery, but as well as there's volume. You know what I mean? Look at that. And last but not least is lips. I only have one lipstick, but it does go very well with this look. So again, this is their old packaging, but this is their lipstick, their lip conditioner, I believe. Yep, tinted lip conditioner in the shade These Days, which is this really pretty nude. And now this is really conditioning. It feels very conditioning on the lips. And I just like that it's like a tinted lipstick. That's it. Nothing too opaque. I think I'm going to throw on a little bit of a lip liner just to give it a little bit more of a dimension. Okay. So this finalizes the full face of Ilia. Well, almost full face. Final thoughts. Let me zoom you guys in. I love the way my complexion looks, but it looks so good, so hydrated, very dewy. I love the eyeshadow. That I think looks amazing. But overall, I am very surprised with their product, which I do hope that Ilia sees this. I really hope that they expand their shade range. I feel like their shade range is not at all inclusive. There are so many shades missing, especially deep skin. So I really hope that they expand that, because they're missing out on a whole demographic. Like, a lot of deep skin people do want to try clean beauty brands, but if they don't have the shade, then how are you going to be able to reach out to these skin tones, to these darker skin complexions? So again, I just hope that they will expand their shade range, show more inclusivity. There's no excuse. We're in the year 2020, so you need to be more inclusive. I really hope that y'all have taken a little bit of information from this video. So as always, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope that all of you are doing well and are staying healthy and practicing a little bit of social distancing. Yeah, so I hope this video as well just kept you entertained, and I'll see y'all in my next video.